Hello guys, and welcome to a new Let's Play here once again in Victoria 2 with the historical flavor mod. This is version 1.27i, as in the version I used in my Papal States campaign, or the Papal Kingdom campaign. So that was a fun campaign, but it was very grand, you know, we conquered a lot of shit. It was very all over the place, took a lot of episodes to finish. So in this Let's Play we're gonna step it down a notch, and we're gonna play as a bit more of a chill nation. That nation being Paraguay, yes. Now, of course, I might be tricking you guys a bit here, because I say we're gonna be playing as a chill nation, but last time I checked, the Paraguayan people do not actually have the word chill in their language, because the Paraguayans have no chill. I shouldn't laugh about it because it's actually a very tragic story, but the Paraguayans have a very interesting history. It's one of those countries that you look at on the map and at first glance it's like, oh, look at that, just another tiny little country that I can't be arsed to learn about. It's like the Lithuanians, it's like, oh, just another Baltic country. And then you read the history and you learn that they had this massive fucking empire stretching across the land, you know, being pagan dudes, you know, conquering Christians, and it was mental. The Paraguayans are similar in a sense. They were not pagan, but they also have certain warmongering tendencies, that's for sure. As you can see, I've done a test game here, but I haven't actually succeeded so far. I've only done one test game though, unlike the Italy campaign. Well, technically I only did one test game in the Pope campaign, but I did try multiple times. But this is the first time I tried to record this. But constantly having to restart the campaign with the Pope was kind of a pain in the ass, so I'm going to return to the old way of doing things, in that I'm going to if I fuck up, I'm just going to cut the recording and then I'm just going to play off screen and then bring you guys back. But anyways, let's talk about Paraguay and what makes Paraguay such a fascinating little country. Now, I'm not going to go too much into detail, or any info at all in this episode, because I kind of want to get the initial part of the playthrough done with, because certain things need to go right in the beginning. If they don't, I just need to restart, so I'm not going to sit here and talk for ages when I have important gameplay to get through. Trade policy, let's not protect the Uruguayan thingy. Let's instead have a flexible policy. So Paraguay, why do I say they have no chill? Well, if you want to know it right now, you can go and Google, well, you can just Google the Paraguayan history in general. Well, at least the 60 years after independence, or maybe 70, I don't know, something like that. Those were pretty mental. Especially Google the Paraguayan War, or Google the War of the Triple Alliance. It depends on who you ask, I guess, what they call it. But it's pretty interesting stuff. I'll probably talk more about that later, but I want to get this opening part of it out of the way first. So we're actually going to go and get stock exchange as our first technology, which is not exactly the standard strategy for nations in Victoria 2. Actually, that is... do I have any... That actually takes a long time. Let's see. Okay, I need to just double check some things. Yeah, obviously that takes a lot less time. Let's see, romanticism, that takes... Nah, that takes the same amount of time. Now we're going to go with taxes then. Because the first part of the hilarious and also sort of tragic history of Paraguay is something that we shall learn about just about now, once I've sorted out these initial things. There we are. So we get into the game here, and we go and accept Splendid Isolation, and we get our first event, Frankia's Utopia. Dr. Jose Gaspar Rodriguez de Franca y Velasco is a Paraguayan lawyer and the dictator of Paraguay. Originally a professor of philosophy, he entered the Cabildo of Asunción. How do you pronounce that? Fuck, I should have looked into that before I started recording. Oh well, because it's not like how you think it is. It's not like Asunción or whatever. I think there's something spicy going on there. Hence the little symbol over the O, I guess. While working as a lawyer and rose to become the head of the Cabildo. After the proclamation of the Paraguayan Republic, he became an important political leader in South America and was eventually installed as supreme leader before being declared dictator for life. Inspired by French revolutionary ideals, Frankia sought to create an utopian state based on Rousseau's social contract. If you don't know about Rousseau, he's one of the Enlightenment dudes in France, as the event said. He had a very optimistic view about humans. Like, he was very... I don't know. I'm not going to go into details about his philosophy, but if his political ideals were to be put into practice, it's pretty obvious that they would quickly fail miserably. It's like Marx, right? If you take Marx literally, things will fall apart. But, you know, both Rousseau and Marx are flawed because they were the first people to sort of get those types of ideas going, and so it's obvious that they wouldn't know exactly what was going on, and so it's not surprising that their ideas had to be changed when put into practice. But speaking of putting questionable ideas into practice, Franky's Utopia, yes. He sought to create a utopian state based on Rousseau's social contract. Although he strived for equality of the people, Franky ruthlessly destroyed any opposition and created a police state, imprisoning all those he deemed seditious. Franky lived a Spartan lifestyle. Apart from some books and furniture, his only possessions were a tobacco case and a pewter confectionery box. When he talks about equality, he had a very specific idea of equality. Essentially, he meant literal racial equality, as in all the races had to be equal. Not in the sense that, we're all humans, we're all the same humans, which, is the fucking truth. We're all the same species, and the genetic differences are so minor that there are only certain cases where that actually matters, and the brain is basically the same for everyone. Well, it is the same for everyone. I've never heard of any different human brains being different. But when this guy talks about racial equality, he talks about making everyone the same race. And so what he wanted and what he enforced was to make sure that the Platinian, as in the white people, although I guess Platinians are presumably... Yeah, Platinian also includes mestizos, as in... Oh, shit, is mestizo an offensive word? Ah, fuck, I don't know. I have a couple of South American guys watching my videos, I know, and the Discord as well, so they might be able to tell me. But yeah, so basically he wanted all the white people to mix with the black people and the natives. And presumably he wanted the blacks and the natives to mix. Essentially, he wanted everyone to mix so that the entire nation became homogeneous. The entire nation was supposed to be the same type of mixed race people between natives, a little bit of black, and white. So yeah, I can't think of any, the Brazilians, they were fucking about with, slavery, keeping the different peoples apart, and then this guy comes around, he's like, nope, mixing everything together, equality, this is how we do it. But yes, in terms of the game, a lot of people get jingoism. I was talking about the whole warmongering thing, and I don't know, warmongering might be... That is actually wrong. What he did was he isolated the nation completely, because at this point in history, Paraguay is not recognized by either Brazil or Argentina or anything really. Argentina still claims that Paraguay is a federal state of the Argentine Confederation, so along the lines of Entre Rios and Corrientes, and I think technically all of Argentina was consisting of different states, but I guess the central government had more control in these general areas than in these ones. But don't quote me on that, because I really don't know a lot about Paraguayan history. There are no easily accessible places to learn about the history of Paraguay, sadly. No podcasts, no videos I found. Feel free to link shit in the comments, but no reading. I don't like reading, because I don't know. I want to do a test to see if I have like dyslexia or something like that, but I'm not a big fan of reading. Essentially, we get negative relations with all the great powers so that they can't influence us, hence the isolationism. We also get less land organization and less research because, you know, well, I don't actually know about that. Tax efficiency, that's nice. Minimum military spending is awful because it literally cripples your entire economy. Minimum tariffs, that's necessary because we're going to need tariffs for that horrible military spending we have to spend. No immigrant attraction, no diplo points, no political reforms, bit of mobilization size, less impact, less militancy, and no loans. So yeah, long may he live. Actually, not that at all, because he is fucking awful when it comes to your economy. See, now I'm wondering if I'm cheating the system here. Like, I guess maybe I'm not, because the game might be treating it as if this slider is all the way here. But if it's not, then I am not. I'm not above exploiting that. So, yeah. But the reason, well, let's increase the draft. I'm not gonna do ruling party only, or maybe I should have done that. Now, service by requirement is too harsh on your immigration attraction, so we're not going to do that. We do want immigration, of course. Right now, we can't really get an immigration, both because of the utopian society, and because we don't have any coast. And not having a coast in HFM and HPM as well, I think, it completely kills your immigration attraction. It's a minus 150 to your immigration attraction. So we're going to need to get a coastline somewhere before we can start thinking about, you know, before we can start thinking about getting any immigrants. Look at that name though, Autoritaristas. Bloody excellent. Yeah, look at this. This is funny as well. We literally start with totalitarianism, which gives us extra mobilization, assimilation rate, tax efficiency. Ooh, I did not know totalitarianism gave you assimilation. That is actually pretty good. Ooh, it gives you. Oh man. I'm trying to think here. Have I ever actually gone fascist in HFM? I must have. I've been doing a lot of monarchy playthroughs, but I can't even remember last time I did fascism. Huh. I'm contemplating a fascist playthrough as Greece, so we might want to put that to use then. But that's for another time. As in, not this time. But yeah. Now, the reason that Paraguay has this ability to, you know, punch above its rank, or no, that would be wrong to say, is that if you look into population, the total population, you know, split between Platinian and Guarani and Afro-Latino. But if you look on the workforce, we have 17% soldiers, which means we can build 18 fucking brigades in the beginning of the game. Compare that to, say, Argentina, which starts out at 5, and I'm not sure how many more they can actually get. I mean, Brazil has 10. Like, we have, yeah, we have the. Well, let's find a funny comparison. Yeah. So the Dutch fucking empire with 3 million people starts out with 16 brigades, and playing as fucking Paraguay with like 250,000 people has the ability to build more units than that. That should give you some perspective of the insanity that Paraguay is capable of. And trust me, like in history, the Paraguayans put that to use. Like they went mental. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm gonna did I already say that? The Dutch will. Oh shit! Whoops. Let's turn off cheats. Yeah, I was cheating a bit in the test games to figure out some events and stuff. Shit, give me a sec. I need to check some more cheats. Let's see. Debug always. Because when you do test games, you can't be arsed to... Oh, no, that was not on. Debug. You can't be arsed to just play by the rules. I wanna see what happens if I do this and that, and so I can't be arsed to check things. Yeah, give me a sec. I need to I need to quickly check these things. Alright then, so I just straight up restarted the whole game, to be honest, because when you have yes men on, or debug, the thing that makes the AI do whatever the fuck you want, it I think that applies for the AI as well. So I don't know. I don't know if any weird shit would happen, but there you are. Also, a little secret. This is actually the second time I restart, because the first time I restarted, I completely forgot to do my sliders correctly, and yeah, I don't know. Let's not talk about that. Says the guy who just talked about that, but there you are. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit tipsy. For once though, I actually have an excuse, if you want to call it that. I celebrated my birthday today. At a restaurant with my family, and my family is good on wine, so you know, they're like, yeah, let's get a bottle of wine, yeah, and it was mental, man. That's very wrong to say. It was not mental. Well, I got an Irish coffee for dessert, and that was pretty good. That was really good, man. I need to learn how to make those. I could never get the cream to float correctly though on the coffee, so I'm gonna shut up. Honestly, I looked in the recording. I've already been talking for like the first bit of recording was 14 minutes or so. So I need to shut up if this is going to be an episode where I actually do anything. Oh shit. Ryan. We're being invaded by Brazil. We're gonna sort of just not deal with that, to be honest. Did they kill my army? No, they did not. So yeah, they took the province of Iguatemi, because it has 42% Brazilians in it. So you know, there you are. So we can, yeah, Paraguay curbed. In Vanilla Victoria 2, there's, you know, if you look in South America, there's a lot of different cores, you know. Peru has cores on Ecuador. Colombia is not a good example. Argentina has cores on Bolivia, but they just took those. Chile does not have cores. Why do you not have cores? It's not for me to know then, I guess. But there's a lot of wars. So HFM and HPM has a lot of these events that sort of cancel that. Like Brazil does not get the core on this place until 1900 or so. You know, there's a lot of stuff to try and prevent the repeated wars that always happen in the basic game. I will not let there be peace in South America though, because it's not worth it. Like, the fucking Brazilians already hate me, so I might as well just piss them off a bit more, to be honest. They don't have any Castle Spell on me at this point. Like, they've taken my shit, and so I might as well just keep the core. You know what I mean? It's, if this campaign works out, it's going to be grand, to be honest, because I could annex the whole state of Mato Grosso for free using this little core I have here. So it could work out pretty well, but my shit army would actually yeah, okay, well, now we're getting some artillery going here. We good. Get that shit recruited. Oh, Civil War has started. See, now that I've already I already went through this before I realized I fucked up. So if I'm repeating myself, it's because I'm a bit confused over the fact that like, I'm a bit confused over exactly what's going on here, but essentially a civil war between Entre Rios and the Argentine Confederation versus Corrientes, which will incorporate it'll incorporate Corrientes into Entre Rios, which will make it easier for me later on. It's not going to be until 1840 something though, because we need our dictator to die so that we can actually get Diplo points, which I presumably already mentioned. I don't know. If I didn't mention it, yeah, you can see there's a minus 200 to your Diplo points. So you lose Diplo points every month. Like, you can't do shit. It's memes, and it's sad. Oof, that is a pretty big army, mate. Oof. Are you mobilizing? Oh, thank God you are. Because I would have been a bit spooked otherwise. Getting a decent army going though. Let's see actually. No, let's not go that far. That would be a bit over the top. Or is it? Yeah, it is a bit over the top. We can't afford that much artillery, but a bit of artillery is good. There you are. Entre Rios now owns all of this shit, so we can now use the Casas... Well, we can't use the Casas Belli. We need to get a fucking Diplo point first, but once we get that, I will get back to you. Well, here's a bit of a spicy boy to get us through the waiting period. We can do the occupation of Misiones. So we get Misiones from Entre Rios, we gain a core on it, the Argentinians and everyone else gets an event or whatever. I don't know. Whenever I did my test games, this shit didn't affect anything. We can extend or do not extend slavery. If I remember correctly, this shit has cattle, that's not worth it. Slavery gives you extra RGO. Let's see, the cattle is never worth much. Nah, it's 2.3, that's not worth it. Which is why it's like, fuck, what is cotton worth, by the way? I should know that. Is that raw materials? Oh, fuck me, cotton is worthless. Well, yeah, getting rid of slavery in America then is probably a smart thing. The Brazilians, yeah, I don't know. There's also a bit of discussion when I play Latin American nations whether or not you should keep slavery or not. It all depends on the resources from my point of view. Where's coffee? Yeah. So coffee is better. So yeah, get rid of slavery as America. Maybe consider keeping it as Brazil, at least for a while. The true slavery though, in Victoria too, that you do want to ensure you have, is like African. Oh god, that sounds awful. Oh god, I just got demonetized and maybe flagged. Like what? I mean as in a continent, because they produce good resources that you want, like tropical wood. If you can have a good slave population in provinces that produce good resources like tropical wood, gold, I'm not actually 100% on gold because it's kind of a different thing, but like iron, really good resources. Like slavery increases output, like straight RGO output, but of course you can't tax slaves, so it's a bit of an equality, or it's a bit of a thing you have to consider, right? Like, do you want the RGO output, or do you want to actually tax the people who provide the output? So if you're an industrial nation, like if you play France and you conquer Oyo, keep slavery, because like Oyo is not going to give you that much in tax to begin with. It's mainly tariff and RGO. And so you want to keep slavery to get more RGO. But if you well, if you play fucking the United States and all the fucking slaves produce is cotton, well, that cotton will be produced anyways, even if they are free, right? It's like how like the industry system is a bit odd, because the textiles, yeah, they require a certain amount of cotton. But textile is not that worth... I am not playing the United States. I should not be thinking too hard about this. Point is, we just got this province. It's called Misiones. For a long time, province of Misiones had a central place in the commerce between Brazil, Argentina and Uruguay. The vast majority of its inhabitants are Guarani, our people, and they should be ruled by our country. The supreme dictator of Paraguay has projected to build a fort and trenches overnight so we can control the province. Since the Argentine president Rosa consider Paraguay to be a part of Argentina, they shouldn't take action against our move. Did I mention that Argentina does not recognize the independence of Paraguay? I might have done that. I'm not actually sure about Uruguay though. Wait, you're at war with Uruguay? Why is... the fuck is this? Why is Uruguay invading? Is that normal? Honestly, man, anything that exhausts the troop numbers of the Argentinians is good for me, mate. Like, it's all good, man. We good. Play the waiting game. How are the troops coming along? Oh yeah, look at that, we're getting some artillery. Yeah, building the artillery before the infantry might not actually be a bad idea, because it's hard to get the resources for artillery. So you might as well build that first, because once you have a bunch of infantry lying around, that's gonna, you're gonna have to pay for that, right? So it makes sense to do the expensive units first. Says the guy who is talking in a way that obviously shows that he is very insecure, very unsure about what he's talking about, but there you are. Yeah, look at that, we're getting the artillery. We good. And then here we are. The Death of Frankia. Like it seems in the terms of this game that this guy didn't rule for a while, but he ruled for a while. Like as I said earlier, he ruled from 1811 until, actually I don't know. He ruled, he ruled until 1840 when he died. Fuck, I should read this because I want to know why the hell I get so much money. Paraguayan Supreme Dictator José Gaspar Rodríguez de Frankia took several precautions against assassination. He would lock the palazzo doors himself, unroll the cigars his sister made to ensure there was no poison, prepare his own yerba mate. I need to know, what is yerba mate? I've heard that before. I feel like it's in a couple of video games. There exists yerba mate. What the fuck is yerba mate? Comment section. I know I have a couple of South American lads in the comment section. Get in there. Yeah. And sleep with a pistol under his pillow. Ah, true American, indeed. Even the South Americans are in fact American. No one could come within 6 paces of him or even bear a cane near him. Whenever he would go out riding, he had all bushes and trees along the route uprooted so that assassins could not hide. All shutters had to be closed and pedestrians had to prostrate before him as he passed. Sensing his mortality, he destroyed all his papers and refused medical aid, even out at a physician with his saber. Wait, he did, okay. In his day, Frankia breathed his last and... in this day, Frankia breathed his last and passed away. Frankia left the state treasury with at least twice as much money in it as when he took office, including 36,500 pesos out of his unspent salary, the equivalent of several years' pay. His daughter later burnt all his furniture after his death. The end of an era. So we get some good stockpile. Shit, how do I keep that? And we get national confusion, which is unfortunate, of course, but they are. Right. Fuck the military spending. There's going to be a new dictator that cucks us soon. I can't be arsed to deal with this now. Let's see, stockpile. Yeah, as long as I don't allow them to buy from the stockpile should stay fine. Oh, there's nothing in the stockpile? I guess maybe it already went to, get the troops going. But yeah, so now we can actually make money. So we're going to try and make as much money as we possibly can while this interregnum is ongoing. And we should get points soon as well. So the second we get those points, we're going to fabricate against the Brazilians. I mean the Argentinians. So we are going to acquire a sub-state region. That's what we are going to do. We're also going to consider suicide because that's a lot of infamy. Oof. See, now the fact that I've already had to restart this shite twice. Oh man, I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous that the karma that I feel like I spent a lot of karma during the Ratanakosin and Papal campaigns. I fear that I have used up my luck and now shit's just gonna go to shit. Are we spending... Where am I spending money? Also, what the fuck happened to my lower classes? Well, we should get... here comes the fucking shithead. The rise of Carlos Lopez. Carlos Antonio Lopez Insfaran, a nephew of Frankia, attained the hostility of the dictator and uncle, and he was forced to keep in hiding for several years. He was briefly secretary of the military junta that ruled the country after Frankia's death, and today, after years of confusion and chaos since Frankia's death, He was chosen as the country's first consul, a post equivalent to that of president, ruling alongside Mariano Roque Alonso. What the future holds for Paraguay? I assume that's supposed to be, what does the future hold for Paraguay? I might be a bit tipsy, but even I know that that's a bit spook. So yeah, we get the mobilization size, the mobilization impact, the launch starting experience back. However, we don't get the extra taxes, nor do we get to get rid of the military spending. So that feels very bad. Okay, but this actually just lasts 2 years. I never noticed that. But yeah, we're getting a lot of very nice reforms. Slavery is outlawed. Well, it's not outlawed, but it's gradually outlawed. Weighted wealth, 2 per state, free press. Oof, a lot of good shit there. It's going to really help the immigration attraction. So yeah, of course, yeah, we already did the whole fabricate thing. So yeah, so now the economy is back into the shitter. And not only is it in the shitter, but it's very in the shitter, because we no longer have that tax bonus, which means that we are now incapable of earning money. Yeah, we can't decrease this, and this is essentially crippling the economy. So now what we need to do is we need to win the war against the Argentines. We need to get the coast so that we can get cheaper imports, so that we can get more tariff. If we cannot do that, we will die. Alright then, lads, we're ready for war. Oh, gotta get some fuel for the war. It's important. The Germans suffered on the Eastern Front because they didn't have fuel, so it's important. I'm rearranging my army a bit here. I'm getting some mobilized forces into the front lines. If you want to know why, 15,000? That's not what I wanted. I asked for 6, but I'll take 9. Basically, we're going to be invading Argentina now, and I know from my test game that a couple of units are about to suffer. Because we're going to push into Corrientes and Santo Tomas without funding the actual army. So we're gonna want to make sure the backup forces are strong, and that's why I got some regular troops back here, so that the mobilized forces are the ones to die from fucking attrition while sieging this shit. I'm tempted to go for that. I think I will, in fact, once I get the... there we are. Oh, never mind, I guess we're not going for that now. Colon, there's a province called Reconquista. Okay, so you're going there. That is good, in fact. I'll take that as a hint to actually fund the dumbass army. He's gonna be there now. And that's when I go. We will not catch him. If you do like that, now we will catch him. So you go there, you guys stay in support. Yeah, all of you support units can go there. We can nuke that unit. Oh, come on. There we are. Commit nuclear war crimes against him. You're going to Cologne. Can we catch you? Ah, but we can. And so we shall. You should go there to try and escape the... oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay, we're winning. Is the good general here? Oh, the good general is there. But we need support. We need it. Ah, what the... really? Okay. Well, we killed a lot of his shitters. Although... yeah, we just... okay, we retreated into that. That's odd. Okay, you go there, you go there. He's losing more than me, so the meat grinder is generally worth it. Come on. Good, we should get some flanking from that. I will probably lose it. But, okay, so now we can no longer afford that. But I think we'll just keep it going. Can we not get debt? Why can I not get debt? Should be able to get debt. I'm not getting any debt. Okay, well, I'm not going to question that. Yeah, we are nuking his army here. Good. Now, do I chase it? We got a good general, so we should get some initial damage. He's going to Sanctus Pitru, or whatever the fuck that is. Good. That army was stack wiped. We're going to Cologne. That means you should go to that place. Yeah, the bonus damage there did the trick. Yeah, split, go. Yeah, okay, so we're good. We stack wiped. We should have this at this point. Let's go for idealism, obviously. Why am I even questioning? You escaped, did you? But you shall not escape this time. We need to go to Buenos Aires, that's the one. So this meme of an army needs to retreat, and this go to... Really, that's faster? Well, I would not know. Are we just done now? Can we... No. We gonna take your shit capital, do we? Oh god, the attrition. Do we have any forces left? Nah, he's done. He's done. Here's a question now. Do we now go for... Yeah, chill with that. No, we can't actually make any money, can we? Just... Yeah, just go for it then. Actually, do we have any horses? We do have all the horses, in fact. But let's take the professionals out of the army, because sieging is not work for professionals. We do need to keep the artillery though, so that it keeps the balance. In fact, if there is... yeah, never mind, there's no more artillery. Fuck it, we should just stay there then. Oof, yeah, this is going to be hard. This is going to be very difficult. Is there any... No, there's no recruitment there, so this army should go to Yunin, in fact, to cancel that recruitment, because I have no money anymore. For some reason these guys have organization. Honestly, I have no idea how they pulled that one off, but they do. So cancel whatever organization they do have. Okay, so you... Actually though, we need to retreat these guys. You as well, in fact. Actually, fuck the occupation of that place. Instead, push south. Get the mobilized troops. The idea is to get the mobilized troops to occupy. I want to preserve some of these soldier pops. Also, why would you walk through the fucking wilderness? Don't do that. That's illegal. Last time I checked. Well, whatever. Go fuck yourself, I guess. If you want to... If you're so fucking invested in the concept of fucking yourself, then it's like, I mean, everyone has their thing, right? Oh god! I should not have allowed them to do that. That was bad. Oh my god, there's only 1,000 left. Oh man, that's not good. That's not good at all. Shit, can I add anything? Nah, I can pop. No, I can't pop with them. It's too much war score. Just keep it like this. Die, Argentina! Dumbass army. Yeah, we need to get these units whenever they spawn. So I took the capital. It's not enough war score though, sadly. So this is gonna have to drag on for quite some time, I sadly have to say. But that's life. What is good war score here? Yeah, I guess we need to just occupy the whole province, to be honest. That should give me ticking war score after, you know, a couple of fucking years or something, which should do the trick. Alright, we got those provinces. And the fucking infinite siege of bullshit continues. Because they're not willing to... No. What do you mean 40? That's not even 44 war score, is it? I guess that is. Yeah, it doesn't look like that would be 44, but I guess it is. Yeah, they're not recruiting any more units. We good. We just need to wait. No, okay, never mind. Yes, we got the whole province. That should give us ticking war score. Theoretically, I guess. We're Which, honestly, I think I'm just going to chill in some occupied provinces at this point. Try and get some reinforcements in. Or just straight up win the war. That also works. Alright. That was way harder than I thought it would be. Ow. Right. Look at this shit army. When will this asshole of a fucking cuck... That's why I can't get loans, because I'm an unrecognized country, but fuck, I don't have to pay for my shit. Why was it all the way up? Why is this up? Yeah, so the general that was fucking my shit went away, but I didn't get an event about that. Or maybe I did it. Maybe I did get it off screen and I was just too drunk to pay attention. But fuck every bit of public spending. We need money. Oh, we are no longer a landlocked nation. We can get fucking money. Oh, bless the gods. Honestly, lads, honestly. Shit, did my horses die? My horses died. Let's build some more horses. Well, one more horse, I guess. Why did those units in particular die? Actually, I know exactly why they died. It's because I recruited them from the provinces, and the provinces barely have any pops in them. Oh man. Well, fuck this. I'm gonna end the episode here. I'm a bit stressed out, but I'm going to continue recording though. This night, yeah. Ooh man, if I keep recording for two and a half hour or more, Drid will start streaming. And that will keep my energy up. And beer, of course. Oh, beer. Sorry for this being a shit first episode, but I mean, fuck it. Like, honestly, lads, what other Paraguay Let's Plays are you gonna go watch on YouTube? Huh? There's no other Paraguay Let's Plays on YouTube. Like, you're stuck with this one. Sorry, lads. Thanks so much for watching, though. And until next time, bye.